Bro, you keep going, bro. Be consistent.
I didn't take it serious.
Nah, take it serious, man.
But you guys are spreading the good word too.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Spreading the good word is very important.
Yeah, it's good to some. It's good to some, not good to all.
I appreciate it, guys. If you can give me your real quick so I can follow you. My phone's about to die.
Behind Enemy
Behind Enemy Lines.
144.
144. Yeah.
On YouTube, yep.
Like the movie, Behind Enemy Lines 144. PHL.
Like he's terrible.
Ready, right? All right, Shalom, brothers. Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming in week in, week out to preach the downfall of this wicked kingdom that's spiritually Egypt and spiritually Babylon that we call America. And also tell our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Seminole Indians that you are the real people of the Bible, the Hebrew Israelites, Yasha Allah, the same ancestors and fathers and descendants that come from the split of the middle of the sea with Moses. And also tell them that you are the prince of the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai's God's chosen people. But before that, we will give all praises and glory. Double honors to the apostles and the elders we learn this truth from. Blessings to the Akim Adir preaching his word with wholehearted true sincerity. Blessings to the 144,001 the elect, the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, the house of David, the Yahweh. And Shalom to brothers out there that's doing this work as well. They're looking in different tongues and speaking different language as well. Shalom, brothers.
All right, so we out here another week. All right, just pretty much spreading the same message that we always spread, which essentially is the truth of the Bible and breaking down all of the illusions and lies that was taught in the world about the scriptures. Okay, because one of the most important things that you people need to know about the Bible or the scriptures is that it is it's a history book, book of laws, and probably really important in today's age, it's a prophetic book, meaning that you had things that were written in this book that were going to happen in the future. That is a prophecy. And a prophet is essentially a messenger of the Most High. So a prophet can literally prophesy of something that happened before, or a prophet can just come in the words of the Most High and telling you what to do, what not to do. All right, that's a prophet. And we are those same prophets that come that were in the old time, as the prophets you read about in the scriptures. We're those same prophets today, because why? We come in the same spirit to do the will of the Heavenly Father. So we bring out some of these scriptures of old, and we put modern information to it to show you people what's really to come based on the prophecies.
It's Romans 15:4. It says, whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we patience and comfort of the scriptures might be might have hope.
Yep. So that's why these scriptures were written for us, so that in today's age we can go ahead and tap into the book and we can be comforted by what? First and foremost, being filled with the Holy Spirit, and then reading the words, they make sense to us, so we can see our history, we can see the truth, we can see through the lies. And we can see why the world is so messed up as it is, and why people are so oppressed, especially our people, so-called Blacks and Native Americans. So we can see that why we're oppressed and why we're looked down upon, what the scriptures tell us. And then we think that we're screwed here in America, of all the lands we were scattered. But no, we read our scriptures and we read the prophecies, and we know that the signs that's happening in the world, we know that our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, who you can really call Jesus Christ, is coming back in a very near future, in our lifetime. It could be in we're hoping, Lord, within the next couple of years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or shorter.
By the way,
but you know, at the end of the day, this thing is going to happen in the Lord's time, not ours. So at the end of the day, we're going to stay faithful. We're going to keep doing this work until the Most High tells us to stop. So one major thing that's happening right now in the world, some of you may know, most of you may not, is there's a issue going on with the airlines, and it's heavily caused by the federal government shutdown. A lot of people are getting laid off because, as you know, TSA and air traffic controllers, if I'm not mistaken, are all federal workers. So they work for the federal, they're governed and sanctioned by the federal government. And because of the shutdown, what Trump is essentially trying to do, in the grand scheme of things, and the people that are under him, is trying to really get the money to go in a certain place. So cutting excess spending and stuff that, in his eyes, don't make sense. So with the shutdown, you see the TSA workers are not going, air traffic controllers, and it's causing a rift of other problems with other airline workers like pilots, flight attendants, but really pilots are probably one of the most important in this whole puzzle because the pilots are not coming to work. And because the pilots are not coming to work, a lot of flights are being grounded, a lot of flights are being delayed. And there's a bunch of TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter videos going on, X videos going out of people being stuck in the airport for 14, 24 hours just waiting for a pilot to come in. I believe it was, Atlanta Airport, I think it was, that was shut down. There was 2 planes that crashed in LaGuardia Airport in New York.
In New York,
Chicago O'Hare.
And what's also very important out of all of them is the traffic control people. Without them, they ain't going nowhere.
Without them, you can't, because planes will crash into each other. They won't know, even if they don't crash in the air, the pilots rely heavily on the air traffic controllers to allow them to know what's happening on the runway. So they can know where to land and when to land. You'll notice sometimes if you're ever in a flight, the pilot will kind of like circle a little bit around the runway,
Right.
because the runway is not ready for him yet.
You're correct.
Or he may like be 20 minutes out and they're like, yo, we need 30 minutes or something, and he'll kind of like slow down, maybe delay, turn a little bit. They'll do these things to wait for their clearing to land on the runway. Otherwise, he'll just land blindly. You'll crash into other planes and there'll be a whole rift of problems. So with these air traffic controllers, you're going to see an increased slowdown in these flights, man. And this is prophecy. Prophecy says that they shall want to go into a city and shall not be able. One of y'all want to get that free. I think that's in, is that in, that's second Ezra?
Yeah, 16. Yeah,
16. We're going to get there.
It's in between the biggest ones. The Stitches among men and all that.
Grab that.
Yeah, and also too, man, what you understand is, and these airports was also very interesting, is that there's people, like, you know how the flight will say, oh, it's going to be an 18-hour layover. They in there 2-3 days straight because they can't even find pilots to even fly these planes out. There's some freak shit.
Like, yo, I thought that was you.
It sounded like it was coming from your book, man.
Yeah, they like, I'd be so horny. He's like, whoa.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I need some money.
Got you. It's second address.
I didn't get through. I had to drive him home 45 minutes, and then I had to drive 40 minutes back. By the time I got home, it was like 3 in the morning. Then I had to get back up and go to work by 6.
Second address 15 and 17. Right to
Brother Moses. Shalom, brother.
Shalom. Y'all want
Right to the point. It's verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Necesito agua.
I'll hit it again. Second address 15 and 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yep, so you shall desire to go into a city and not be able to. No, I haven't seen it. I'm going to throw a prayer up to the car.
Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right. Little Israelite sister missing. I hate to see it. That's she looked like bring her back to her family.
She looked like she's old enough to know where she's probably at.
Yeah, she looked like she's probably like 12, 13.
Yeah, so she know right and wrong and when something's wrong. So go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, so yeah, bring it again.
Second address 15 and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, so you're going to desire to go into a city and should not be able. A city is not just meaning like within your local jurisdiction, but it's going into flights being one of the heaviest things, because in modern day travel, flights are one of the main sources of transportation. You get on a flight, you go from city to city, state to state, country to country, continent to continent, and without these flights going out, you're causing delays, and and you know, people are not going to be able to travel, bro. And it's just a beginning of future prophecy, which is going to go when it ramps up even heavily, especially here in America. You have martial law, you got military troops on the streets, and just like you see in almost any dystopian movie.
Walking Dead is the best one.
Yeah, exactly. You got military shutdowns and detours, just like they do now with construction. Imagine that 10 times worse. All of the major roads that connect to each other, they block it off so that you only can go one place.
Then you also
Unless you go by foot. But you know, most people are trying to go by foot.
You
And
also
this is how it's going. This is how Jacob Trip is going to happen.
Yeah.
People not going to be driving cars like that, right?
Yeah, bro. You also got to consider, Salaki, brother. You also got to consider the factions of people. People going to band together in groups, going to block off. This our territory.
It's our territory,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to get real, man.
Every post-apocalyptic show is about to come to life.
Right.
Walking Dead.
Yep. All of them together, wrapped up in one, times two.
Black Summer.
Hey,
Black
Mike Allah
Spring,
Shalom, brother.
everything,
How
bro.
about you? Out
You notice it's just different ideas from these different producers and how it's going to happen.
But you know what though? When it comes to society broken down like that, it's a psychological experiment that we see. Human nature repeats itself upon behaviors. It's been experimented. You lock somebody up for a couple of days. You know, they can hang for a second. They start getting hangry and they get irritable. And when an irritable person from hunger comes violence. Desperate situations.
Well, most people are inherently wicked, one. And two, like you said, statistics and studies have shown that when you take away options and safety from people, they lose their mind.
Yeah, losing mind.
And it doesn't take much. You can get chaos in one day.
One day, bro.
It only takes one day.
One day. That's why.
People don't even have to starve for days before going crazy. You literally, most people here, especially in America,
Eat 3 times.
they eat 3 to 5 times a day. 3 to 5 times a day. You people can't go a few hours without eating without claiming hunger.
Finally crossed over to it.
Yo, like this is
I do
insane.
one day now. I do one
Yo,
meal, bro.
whereas most brothers that practice fasting, as you should be practicing fasting, can eat 1 meal a day. And you may feel hunger, but that should go away in a matter of minutes, bro. And then you stay busy and active, you're not even worried about it. But these people are going to be cooked out here when that famine comes. So you people are going to, when your options and your freedoms are stripped, people are going to, they're going to go into chaos. Why? Because they have no wisdom, they have no stability, they have no foundation of knowledge to follow. Versus the men like ourselves, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, we are the elect. We're going to be governed by the prophecies and the words that were written in these scriptures and all of the things that we preach. Why? Because we're constantly looking for what's happened and what's to come, and we're meditating on these things. So we're already playing out every scenario like Doctor Strange. We're playing out every single scenario in our heads so that when it comes, we can decide what we're going to do. But ultimately, the Most High is going to put the Spirit on you to make the decision that is going to be best for you. Ultimately. But we're still doing our due diligence by meditating and planning. And, all right, yo, if they come, if the troops come, all right, look, we can do this, we can do that, we can possibly do this, but if we do this, this can happen. But you know what? All right, this seemed like the best option, so we're just going to see what happens. And based on the situation, the Most High is going to put the Spirit on you to take action. But guess what? That's what wisdom is. Wisdom is applied knowledge. So the Most High will put you through little trials and tribulations and things here that prepare you for what's to come. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you might get pulled over by an aggressive cop and you use the wisdom in the scriptures and just using calming words and agreeing with thy adversary and being cool and throwing up a prayer before you get pulled. All these things, the Most High will send the Spirit on them after a while. You know what, boy, I'm gonna let you off some warning. Something might happen. He might get a call on the radio for a local like shootout. He not worried about a traffic stop no more. He gotta go.
I said if it be possible.
Yep.
Be at peace with all men, if it be possible.
Brother Mike Allah said, haven't had a meal, been drinking since getting up. Con, bro. I actively practice OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. Just because of how I work, it's not easy for me to eat multiple times. So during the week, for the most part, I eat 1 meal a day. I might break fast around like 11, 12 with like an apple or something. But then my meal is at like 3, 4 o'clock. And then at that point, I'm not even hungry the rest of the day. And then on the weekends, usually, because I'm home,
You satiate your
I do
appetite,
I do 2 meals.
protein.
I'll break fast, like I broke fast at like 1 o'clock today.
You're taking 30 grams.
And then
of protein to satiate your appetite.
I probably eat when I get home, 6, 7 o'clock maybe, and I'm done.
Chicken breast.
And that's the thing, and it's all about what you eat too. If you eat high protein and high healthy fats, you're going to be more satiated anyway.
Satiate, correct.
Yeah, carbs are not going to. Carbs are great for athletic performance, but for nutrition and satiating, satiety, fats and proteins combined. Oh man, you're good.
You ever have a you ever have a plate of food and you might have, like, let's be realistic, we all probably do it, don't even notice you do it. You might have, let's say we Thanksgiving dinner. You got the turkey on this joint, we got all like the greens, the rice, the peas and everything. You ever notice you be eating all the rice and peas and everything first before you eat the protein?
The protein.
Because your body subconsciously already knows if I eat this protein,
I'm not going to finish.
I'm not going to eat the rest of this. Carbs will allow you to keep eating. Protein will tell you to stop it.
And it's like
That's
this.
why you're saying 30 grams.
30 grams. 30 grams of protein right after the gym. Like, say you're not even hungry, right? 30 grams of protein.
It'll
Bang.
keep you full.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be like this. You're gonna eat that. You're gonna sleep like that. You're gonna wake up.
Especially if it's a little fattier type of protein. So like chicken thighs versus chicken breasts.
Protein shake. No, just protein.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if you combine it
Even
with the fats,
you know what's that,
it'll the hormones,
You know
and
the
the fats.
the BCAAs?
Right.
Right. They even did a study where if you just took the BCAA drink, a little drink,
that's what I do.
it'll satiate you right there.
Stop the whole joint.
That's why black coffee is good when fasting, because coffee itself, it's metabolically, it helps you with your metabolism,
Correct.
and it helps satiate hunger hormone.
Yo, I did
which
my
is brother.
I did my research. What it does is too, it literally heat sinks to fatty cells and uses as energy
Fuel.
for
It helps increase ketosis.
Look at you young brothers being educated.
I put Mimi on the
You
sour.
know the apostles are like,
Nah, you good? Nah, look,
I was actually thinking about the apostles as I
they
said.
have you on carnivore
They talking
keto.
about food a lot,
They
bro.
have you on carnivore
I
keto.
just put Mimi on the sourdough toast with
Sourdough.
the ghee. Real light on the strawberry jam,
Yep.
and then the cheesy avocado eggs,
or make your own jam.
Make your own jam.
Yeah, strawberries.
Bro, I'm
berries,
telling you
just
right
the
now.
berries.
Just boil that joint down until it gets into a syrup, and then they put pectin in it.
Pectin.
Because we obviously don't eat pork. So they're gonna tell you to put gelatin, put pectin in it, and let that joint boil. If you want to add sugar or let's say I don't know,
syrup or honey.
a maple syrup or honey, and then bro, you got your own.
Unfiltered shit right now.
Facts, bro.
Fire.
Facts.
Alright, we get back on. Back in 2nd Esdras 17, Salakia, 17. 2nd Esdras 15 and 18. It says, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
That's coming
Yup,
quick.
it's coming quick, and that pride is really going mostly into Esau and his kingdom being crashed down. And a lot of you people you have what's called, you have pride, you have like the residue pride of Esau. So the elites have that great pride, and they put that same spirit into the world. So you people are prideful with nothing.
Yep.
Especially you so-called blacks and Native Americans, you Israelites. Y'all some of the most prideful people on the planet that you own nothing.
You have no place on this earth.
That's why the Most High is going to destroy you people in Jacob's trouble. That's why that Jacob's trouble, everyone's going to get fucked up, but the Most High is going to really judge Jacob. That's why it says judgment shall start at my house.
That's a stronghold in itself. You figure we leave.
He going to let Esau go great war on y'all.
When we had the opportunity to repent, kick our ass, he'll bring us back in the fold. We was slipping back into the pride anyway. You know what I mean? So it didn't matter. The lesson, the wisdom, the lesson wasn't learned. It wasn't time.
Yo, but what's going on in this place? This is happening very, very quickly. Especially we can see how like another thing that's going on that we even just spoke about. This government shutdown is really causing some crazy problems, man. You know, I know a little shorty. you know, a woman.
A lot of people losing jobs.
Yeah, losing jobs. She was furloughed. I now know the difference between laid off and furlough. Yeah, furlough is temporary, unpaid, and laid off is just indefinitely unpaid.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. So she furloughed right now. So
Like it's usually like
the
there's a
government go back
timeline.
up.
There's a
Yeah,
timeline.
correct. So the government, and you know what? Though they talking about not giving them back pay.
I was about to say, are they doing back pay?
They not doing no back pay right now. So that's really gonna hurt.
You know all this is on purpose though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Everything the so-called white man does is literally strategic. He didn't shut the government down for no
I
reason.
don't know why. You know why?
Why? Because they want to. When it cuts back on, well, Trump was saying when it cuts back on, he wants his plans put in there. So basically, he's putting pressure on the government to give him what he wants.
Oh, all right. So it's like a presidential power shut and strike type
Well,
thing.
no, it's not. No, because if both sides don't come to an agreement, we shut the fuck down.
True.
Trump basically saying, let's say I'm a Republican. All y'all with me, right? Don't agree to nothing until they let us get this on our bills. All right, fuck it, we with you. And they out here like this.
Okay.
But then but the Democrats wanted what they wanted, and then Trump tried to say no.
Yo, hey brothers, I gotta say this. I saw a video in my bad, or did y'all post this, John? I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter.
Y'all probably posted it. What it was speaking with the brother we're talking about, because we was asking, let's ask Shalawami on what the government shutdown was about, kind of give us an idea now. So I actually saw this video where I could put two and two together, where there was a politician bringing out a spending on like 4 million here, 8 billion there, and it was all on LGBTQ type shit.
And Trump,
it was like gay this and gay Trump stopped it.
Trump's trying to stop it. Now, mind you,
Yeah,
all right,
because it was not
now
worth the money.
let's go down to a history lesson.
Between them and what they put in Salaki, between that and ice, when you put in the ice, bro, it's like
No, but hold up. Let me say this.
What do you put in the ice,
Let me say this real quick.
Same thing happened in Germany.
Their exact words was. I'm not sure. It's probably Democrats, obviously, but they were saying the Democrats were saying everything that was taken out of the bill, and the guy got a list of it because he was reading it. He was reading off the amount of money and different topics of lists. It was like
4 million
in a way where he was like, "This is
transition.
ridiculous." Yeah, he was like the money that was being spent. He's basically coming off how ridiculous it was. So the Democrats was like, "Listen, we're not going to agree unless you put those things back into the bill." And like you just said, now two together, now the government shutdown is off of fuckery now. It's off of dumbass shit.
Well, before the Balfour Declaration, what was going on in Germany? Same thing that's happening now. They infiltrated the banking systems, the government, and then they started doing what? The first ever transmutation of humans was in Germany, and who was controlling it? The Zionists. Now here, LGBT, whatever alphabet thing is here, and who's controlling it? The same people, the same sexual immorality. Have you not noticed? All right,
you know what?
Process of elimination, guys. Have you not noticed that all of the elites, right, that are Zionists are either gay or antichrist? Why? Why are all of them gay? No, and this is not me ragging on these people. Go look it up. They're openly gay. Why? Because literally, to be in power on this earth, you have to be in opposition of the Lord in every way possible. That's true. So what it is instead of, remember, it says in the scriptures, I will be like the Most High. The Most High natural
the earth was given into the hands of the
wicked.
wicked.
The earth. So look, right now the earth is given in the hands of the wicked. So everything has to be in the reverse or opposite effect. So hear me out. What is opposite of the natural creation? Or homosexuality.
Because anything that leads to death.
Anything that leads to death. Exactly. Anything that leads to death. Now,
Because homosexuality produces what? Lack of reproduction.
Yep.
That's why I seen the video. One dude was talking about it. He was talking like Whoopi Goldberg. You know how I forgot what they show is called. All them women on the
It's called The View.
View. And all they talk about is
bullshit.
Feminism and
Bullshit.
cultural rights and all shit. And she was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you and your people, your movement, conservative, y'all trying to wipe us out. He was like, no, I'm not trying to wipe you out. You guys are already doing a great job of doing that on your own.
I like it.
On your own.
So you're doing it on your own.
I like
After
it.
you guys' generation, y'all gonna be going
You're
anyway.
pro-choice.
Yes.
You do all the abortions. You want to change your sex and cut your hormones and dicks off. You're going to kill yourselves off in about 1,500 years. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And this exactly. I love it. No, but so everything is the same narrative. What's happening to America now is the same thing happened in Germany. Because if you know anything about World War I, Germany actually won the war. America had nothing to do with the war. America was over here like, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
They brought us in.
But then the Zionists, was like, well, look.
Because the Jews was lucky. The Jews was losing. Matter of fact,
No,
didn't Russia?
the Jews, they already had lost.
Right,
They got kicked.
right.
They got kicked out by Russia.
Because they tried to kill the Tsar,
They
right?
tried to kill the Tsar.
Right, way. How you trying to kill a
How you
Russian
go
king?
in there? How you go into another man's kingdom and be like, all right, we need to take over, kill him, and we can take over. They caught wind of it and was like, bro, what?
Kicked them out.
Kicked them out. And the only people who was willing to take them in was Germany.
And wasn't they?
And Germany was the superpower of the world at the time, not America. It was Germany. They had the strongest economy. Most of the stuff that was being created in the world was not like made in China. Back in the day, it was made in Germany.
Atomic bomb.
Didn't they,
German scientists.
Bro, the whole
Everywhere
NASA
they-
started in Germany.
Exactly, all of that.
Everywhere they went, Salakia, everywhere they went, they was doing a money lending thing, right? Where they was lending
With high interest rates.
With high, yeah, and it was illegal.
It was illegal. So what they were doing, they were getting into banking. Well, the problem with the Germans is this: hey, everyone's kicking you guys out. Y'all can come over here and be safe. We are the superpower. We're not worried about nothing. You let a devil in your backyard and expect them to not to try to move in the house. That's as simple as that.
The books they was burning was all the books on
And
the
all the books they-
Transformers.
all
It
the
wasn't
books they were
Bibles.
burning.
It was lying. That's crazy though, bro. That propaganda machine,
All the books that they were burning was all of that.
That's
Was all of that. You're absolutely right, bro.
Lady boys and all that shit. That shit, wow.
That shit ain't nothing new,
I'm
bro.
telling you, nothing new under the sun. That's why they say history repeat itself, because reincarnation is in fact a real thing.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Same soul,
the same
spirit.
soul,
Yo, same spirit. Remember,
times.
Scripture says that the spirit was not upright in them at his birth. These are the same people. Same way reincarnate, they're on the surface. Why do you think it's been the same? The Zionists have been trying to do the same thing since their inception. When they converted from the Khazarian Empire, and then they picked up Judaism and turned it into a religion, and they wanted that identity. Their entire MO has been world domination ever since. World domination. Because what they did was they read the Bible and they learned that the true Jews, or the children of Israel, are supposed to have world domination. But it wasn't supposed to be given. It wasn't supposed to be taken. It wasn't supposed to be taken the way they're going about it.
Right,
It was supposed to be given to us freely, because, as long as we were following the law, statutes, commandments. Now,
The Lord will sanction our takeover.
and then the Lord's going to sanction our takeover, and then we shall take the kingdom by force. But that's
It's
after
gonna
we're.
be a swift. It ain't gonna be years and decades of
No,
war.
it's probably gonna be like a
it's
year.
gonna be.
Ain't no
year?
politicking
No.
about it.
We're going to slow it down and have fun. Bro, it takes one angel to destroy the whole
Bro,
earth.
you gotta remember an hour. It's an hour
to destroy the
Yeah, no,
America.
no, but that's why I remember that was an hour for the Lord to do His business.
Look though,
The
you
rest of the other days is going to be us hunting
Whoa.
in the clefts of the rocks and stuff. But y'all,
Right.
y'all forget about our
what
Lord.
I mean is we're gonna be empowered.
Oh, yeah,
We're gonna be
yeah.
empowered. But like you said, we're gonna hunt and stuff. We might make it. We might let them go for months and think that they
Because
get
no,
away.
they got underground cities that connect to every continent in every city. Like underground, like literally there's underground cities as big as Philadelphia, underground in most major cities and most areas around the world.
You
They have
seen-
tunnels that they said are underwater, that they can take a high-speed train to get from here to London in like a couple hours.
Yeah. You seen you see the Days of Future Past, right? X-Men drink.
Yeah, yo.
When all of the clips where the Sentinels was hunting the X-Men, and they would always go back in time, and then they'd be cool and escaping. I could see us in a way hunting Esau down, breaking into their shit, and then allowing them to escape, just to give them hope, and then to keep doing it and doing it, and psychologically they just fucking kill them off one by one.
Yeah, real talk. We might even do that. We might be like, we're gonna hunt them out of cover. It's gonna be. Remember that Tomorrow's War? The joint where they kept going back in time. We're gonna be doing that to them. We're gonna be giving them technology.
Give them technology.
Let's see what they do this time.
This time is like, yo.
And then we're gonna come down. Oh, they're gonna be like, we can do it now. And they're gonna be pressing the button. Reboot. We're gonna be sitting back
When they
like,
say they shall be cursed, like,
yep,
scared.
get it.
I'm already, that's what's that, second Ezra 13?
I believe so.
13,
Yeah, I'm in 16.
Oh yeah, I mean, I ain't trying to get off topic.
I'm jumping, because I finished the point at 15, I'm gonna jump to chapter 16 and start at 17 on down.
Because all this is leading up to the fact that we literally know. We're definitely in we're definitely in the time frame in our generation to see Jacob trouble for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Lord willing,
Bro,
we
you
can survive up
didn't
to
see
it.
the narrative on the news?
We definitely gonna see
You
that
see
shit.
the one leader was like, there should be a racial civil war in America.
It's coming.
Bro,
quick.
hold on. Let me get it.
Bro. Lord, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I want to see it, but that's also kind of like Amos 5 and 18, what is it to you for the day of the Lord? So, you know what I mean? I know it's going to be some crazy shit, but still want to see it, though.
Well, you also got to understand context. Just like Yahweh Shah said to the one woman, he knew not what you worship, but we know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jews. So for us, the scripture say, what is it to you for the day of the Lord? These people don't know what the day of the Lord is. They also don't know what's to come after the day of the Lord. We know what the day of the Lord is, but we also know that that has to come to pass first before we can have our kingdom, and we know what our kingdom is. So to us, the day of the Lord is the final act before we get the kingdom. All we got to do is endure it. And we also know that the Most High said that his elect will survive.
The elect will survive, correct.
So all you got to do is put on as the elect.
Here you go right here.
And more likely than not, you are the elect.
Here.
It's like the brother said, if it ain't us, then who?
I'm gonna get a little bit of this article real quick to go with the Chamber's Trouble, okay? Right here. This was on the opinion, literally 3 days ago. This article was put out 3 days ago. It says, are we at the beginning of the next civil war? It says Republicans' faith in Trump doesn't match his standings amongst potential voters. Let me just get a quick synopsis real quick. It says, for years, despite all the partisan fighting, I've been very dismissive of the idea that our country would become entangled in another civil war. But unfortunately, we might be in the early stages of one. One of the main reasons why I couldn't imagine intersigns conflict is because states are more politically diverse than just a collection of solid red and solid blue on an electoral college map. Meaning, states are so diverse now, you feel this way, it's about to be Splinter Cell out here. Where literally every state is going to be its own country at this point. Civil wars. Now, mind you, Trump has been doing what? Putting National Guard in different states, putting pressure on the states. If you don't sit here and bow down to the Zionists and pledge your allegiance to Israel, then we're not going to give you funding. This is also pushing people into different narratives. You got to understand something. Not to mention, there was another mass shooting that happened yesterday. You see all the 12 people dead. Some 18-year-old white boy went around killing a bunch of motherfuckers. This week it happened. I'm talking about like yesterday. Yeah. So all of these things, upticks of violence, military presence, militarizing the police, racial discrepancies. All these things are going to lead to civil war because, mind you, if you ask any so-called black man right now, would you go back into slavery? They're gonna say, "Fuck out of here." If I was back then, I'd have been chopping up, killing all these motherfuckers.
Yo,
that mindset. No,
I understand.
but that mindset is going to be the mindset when it comes down the pipe that these motherfuckers come in the neighborhoods to kill and capture black people.
They gotta find that joint.
It's gonna get real.
There's a TikTok page that it's an AI page, right? You know all the AI videos are crazy. There's a TikTok page where they put up. It says it's like niggas back in time or some shit like that. And all you do is make TikTok AI videos about like a Jake with jewels and shit.
With his boots on,
going back in slavery.
He like the one boy was like, hey, Master going here. I don't give a fuck what Master gonna say. Hey man,
He said, look, he was like, this is what we call him Drake.
This we call a Drake. Yo, he was showing. He's like, yeah, see right here, it's got a little kick on it. So when you hold that motherfucker tight, cause that don't. He's like, yeah, slavery. Fuck y'all, niggas better get the fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
See, this is the narrative. So now we got this new generation of young YNs, if you will, who literally have no respect for anything, and they are not afraid of their oppressors. You know what I'm saying?
6'3", small.
They're not afraid of their oppressors, man.
Not at all. It's 100% impossible to enslave Jake now.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because
Jake
might be rebellious, but Jake is also not ready for anything. We are the most corrupted as we've ever been. And the most gay, we're most corrupted we've ever been, the most gay we've ever been per capita. We're so divided. Our women don't like us. We don't like our women, bro. You get me?
We only come together when people die, bro.
Exactly.
And locally, motherfuckers is mourning over these celebrities. People only come together when somebody in the family.
So look, all you need is all you need is maybe 20 to 30 fucking military trained piece of shit Edomites to literally cut off an entire neighborhood. I watched a video of a sniper saying, "You give us $1 million, 12 of my best, and we will, and not one president on this planet could ever be killed by it." He said they asked him. There was this one boy. He's a Jake too. He's like, so you trying to tell me with the best equipment that you guys could possibly get, plus $1 million because they charge $1,000 a day for security? with $1,000 a day security, could a president ever die? He said it's impossible. The way he said, so anybody ever getting shot and all these assassination attempts, all on the stage by the CIA, because it's impossible with the technology we got right now. Like, dog, I'm talking about one sniper can shoot somebody from 8 to 10 miles away. Why am I worried about if I got one good sniper and he's sick? I'm talking about him here. 30th Street Station is all the way down there. We can't see it. But with the right technology, my man, he looking at me right now, clear as day, like this, and he all the way over there.
He got a spotter with him, and spotter's like, yo, look,
did you see the new sniper rifles? That's basically a cheat code. They got this little spotter joint on it, but it literally would tell you, raise the gun. It literally would tell you, like, say the wind, it'll calculate the wind, and literally, you know, I was like, south by southwest and all that. It literally would tell you, just move the barrel up to where the green line is and fire. So people, he said, the sniper was like, yeah, man, I kind of now, this shit's on autopilot now. If me missing a kill is almost impossible because the technology is like this. That shit will gauge all the AI, will gauge all the senses, and all you gotta do is match the line up with the line.
It's the last
right
one,
there,
bro.
and that bullet gonna go hit whoever got to hit. So, bro.
So he's saying with the technology they
He
got,
said you give me 20 of my top men with the best weapons that we can get, what money can buy, plus you pay us $1,000 a day. No president will ever die. It's impossible. And then he was so confident. He said, it's impossible.
They probably detect threats from.
Bro, they have
screen.
You gotta understand, these motherfuckers are trained in this shit.
Trained to infiltrate, kill.
They're trained to look like they study like psychology, and
Yep.
they will go out into crowds of people and learn how to assess like threats.
They was talking about looking at laugh lines on people's faces. If you got if a person has a lot of wrinkles in their forehead or wrinkles in their face, that means they're people pleasers. They're always smiling and trying to get people to like them. They did a whole breakdown. Like they was like, yeah, you can always tell when somebody's a people pleaser.
Esau wiser than Daniel.
Yep, and they were talking about how who we can control and mind control based off of their people pleasers or not. Those who have clearer skin, or it was like something less lines on their face and they're dead eyes. Dead-eyed people are usually the ones you gotta worry about. Bro, he was going a whole breakdown of psychology of it. And this is a soldier sitting there just giving up their permission. Yeah, we did this study back and da-da-da-da. I can go into a room right now. Did you see the one assassin bull? They was playing with him. It was like 15 people in the room. And he said, the one boy asked him in an interview, he said, be honest, how long would it take you to kill everybody in this room? And he looked around and he smiled and laughed. You could tell that instinct of death, like that killer instinct kicked in. He looked around, he was like, 45 seconds. And everybody, and he tried to laugh it off, but he was serious because he's already been in.
That John Wick concept exists.
Because people are trained to be killers.
I think it's John Wick.
You know what I mean? Equalizer, John Wick.
The Equalizer actually visualizes how, like, him hitting a watch, calculating. Okay, blah, 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 blah.
Let's see if I can find a video.
13.2 seconds. And then they'd be like,
You can't be that mad. The Lord made Esau like that. A hunter gotta be patient. They gotta be, aggressive, or you know what I mean.
He has to be
hunting skills going crazy.
He has to be tempered.
Tempered in.
Knowing, because some fighters do this a lot too in MMA. Remember, MMA is not like boxing and stuff. MMA, the fight's over when the motherfucker's knocked out. Like, it's not obviously not when time runs out, but when the fighter is knocked out or the ref stops the fight because the motherfucker's about to get brain in or shit. So a lot of times a fighter will catch somebody if they're smart. They'll catch somebody, startle them, and instead of just getting super aggressive, because motherfuckers get startled, but catch yourself in the right moment and counter you easily if you try to get too overzealous. So you'll see some fighters will, boom, okay, they'll go real slow with it. They'll go like this, and then they'll wait for open it, and then hit again. So some fighters are like hunters where they're real tempered, patient. I'm not just gonna go all out. And that's how Esau is.
Esau probably was like,
Esau will study you for you.
The best killers are calculated. That's as simple as that. They are very patient and calculated. They'll be where they'll have plans to kill you 2 months from now and be in your face every day, and you wouldn't even notice this man's trying to kill you.
He's completely stoic in emotion, so you know how.
He might not even be talking to you. You just might see him every day. You look at this face. This guy looks familiar.
Every day you see him, you look at him. Maybe he don't.
He might look at you. He might be a fucking janitor. And he just calculating your moves, everything, and then one day you get a knock at your door. Bop, bop, bop. Hey, do I know you? Stupid. Go on.
Some sunny shit.
It's
Top-
that wisdom
top boy.
boy.
2 to the chest, 1 to the head.
You seen
That
that
wisdom
joint?
on the
Top
left
boy.
hand side. Yeah.
Sonny pulled. He said, "Doop doop doop." Open the door. Bang.
Yeah, that
He
was,
waited, but he waited. He was playing. So boy Sonny was playing. Okay. You said, all right, you gonna forgive this youth? All right. Man, boom. Calculated. Wait till the right moment. Knocked on the door.
no, we was basically going how we showing Jacob's trouble. We just going to make how calculated Esau is. That Jake not ready for that. Now, mind, don't get it twisted. Because I believe the Lord going to put the spirit. Remember, the Lord said He's going to put the spirit on His people, right? So even though Jacob's trouble is for the wicked going to be getting busy too. The Lord going to put the spirit on His people to die and to kill. Like Jake going to be out here running. You won't be wearing 30 white men have been hanged and killed on the corner of 16th and Chestnut. They're hanging from the rafters. You see a bunch of young niggas with shiesties on and shit like, yeah, don't come through our neighborhood. And then guess what? All this is going to do is raise these motherfucking Edomites.
We saw what Esau did.
Exactly, but mind you,
Taking great flesh.
yeah, but not every Edomite's like that. Not every Edomite's like that. But,
True, not every.
But guess what? We're outnumbered. We are behind enemy lines. This is what people not understanding. I don't give a fuck how good you are in anything, bro. If you don't have the weaponry to keep up, because mind you, Esau might have a fucking rocket launcher in his fucking basement just to be, hey, my grandfather brought this home and shit from Vietnam back in. It still works, look. Next thing you know, Jake all thinking they all done. Oh, here's this RPG. Boom. It's over. Like, that's what I'm saying. We don't got this is why the Lord says, vengeance is mine and wait upon me. We don't have a standing. The elders been teaching us since the inception. We don't have a standing army to be able to go against Esau. All we can rely on is the Lord and that standard that shall be presented when the time comes. But for all you Jakes, you so-called Black Latinos, Native Americans that don't want to get down with the get down, it's blood in, blood out over here. If you ain't trying to be blood in, then you are going to die a terrible death in Jacob's trouble. And if you make it past Jacob's trouble, you are going to be missile food.
Yo, because when Jacob's trouble come, that damn World War III gotta be like right there. Because remember, because Jacob's trouble is the whole world. That's the whole world. Like that's why the Lord like never seen before at all. Because the whole world crazy. Like everywhere you go, it's gonna be death. Like everywhere.
You already see it.
The whole world.
They're not showing you on
That's
TV that
crazy.
most of these nations are all, their economies are freaking imploding. And then there's riots and protests all over the world. They're not showing us in America because who controls the media? The Zionists. And who's imploding all these economies? The Zionists. Who's starting the wars in all these countries? The Zionists. Bro, it's one of them things where it's like this. No one's going to do anything about it until it's too late. And that's all by design by Yahweh Shem Yahushua because it's prophecy. Because we sit here, everybody complain all the time. We all know it's the Zionists. Okay, we outnumber these motherfuckers. Why ain't you Proud Boys? Why ain't you Proud Boys coming together, get your militias together, and toppling the government?
Oh, like that movie, like that one movie, Civil War.
Civil War.
And the fucking people won. The people fucking won that one.
I never watched
That movie wild as shit. People really won, bro. They really infiltrated the White House security, bro.
Guess what?
They lost.
We
The president died and everything.
outnumber them. If
Yeah.
Americans actually stood up, what was the point of the First Amendment?
And most exactly.
I mean,
so that you can protect you from your government.
For your government.
So,
And
but guess what?
And to do what they did on that movie. That was the whole point, to fight back.
Fight back. America itself is a standing army. All of them, but the problem is all Americans, most Americans,
Her legacy.
come together. We out pretty smart.
It's probably why a lot of countries won't come to us, because we are a standing army by
But
itself.
they literally said the main reason why you can't invade America because they have a standing army within the army.
Right.
Like Americans would be like this. We see fucking let's be realistic. You see paratroopers coming down. They're like, what the fuck is that? You're gonna see everybody and their mama.
Yeah, like, fucking
Do.
Yeah.
Bullets
Some
gonna be going up.
civilian shit.
Before they even hit the ground, you're gonna be just seeing parachutes and dead bodies
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's gonna be a war before the army comes.
They're gonna actually have to nuke us. That's why it has to be. The only way is to get us to fight each other in civil war, to weaken us from it within, and then drop bombs. Other than that, it's impossible. And I can say that right now. It's impossible.
Because it'll literally be like the Vietnam War, which America did lose that shit.
Yeah, we lost.
They lost that shit.
Every war, bro. We lost
They
almost every
lost
war.
that shit. I know. I did my research on that. We lost, and then the atomic bomb had to go down.
We were losing. So because Esau was losing, Esau was butthurt and was like, all right, well, we're going to try this new bomb that we got together. Fuck them. Fuck them. Let's just see what they do. Ooh, boom. Nagasaki, Hiroshima, all that shit.
One of the two, believe I saw a documentary on that too. One of the two, I'm not sure if it's Hiroshima or it was Nagasaki. One of the two wasn't supposed to get hit. It was another one. It was another city that was supposed to get hit, but they didn't make it that far.
Beautiful, dog.
Get some routing shit. And then it hit one of those two that got hit in general. So and then what that did was that's also prophecy too, because what that did was the world ain't had it yet or ever seen it. So that put the whole world like, my bad, big dog, you got it. It is what it is, and gave us the wave in the path to be able to do the world reserve currency as the American dollar, and then boom, there goes superpower.
That shit paved the way.
Paid the whole jump.
Gave the cunning hunter the fatness of the earth. The cunning hunter,
Right.
the rich man.
Ain't that some shit?
You know what
The
I'm saying?
cunning
The wicked,
hunter,
the
fatness of
ultimate
the earth.
wicked. Yeah,
It's
bro.
crazy.
They gave the cunning hunter.
Yeah, but
It's ultimate
and,
bullshit.
and because people are not most people are dumbed down in the spirit. Most people, they can't understand that this is but a short time. For us, it's like they can't see their empire come to an end. They think that their house should get that their house should go on forever and ever. Yeah, get that real quick. They believe that their empire and their houses shall go on forever and ever and ever, as long as they have their racial cleansing, right? They get rid of the immigrants. Then they put black people back in slavery. They believe if they can get control back of everything, they will stay in power forever. But that's literally what they want.
I know, but
Yo, make America great again. Literally, the slogan is all about, when was America great for black people? Never. So when you tell us make America great again, you're basically saying, oh, you want to put us back in chains.
Yeah, because not segregation, but change.
Not segregation, but chains. And then you're going to do everything in your power to put systematic placeholders in place to do what? To put us back in chains. But guess what? That is not the problem. Get the scripture that says captivity has been returned.
Yeah, I know. It's just a few different ones.
Basically, we're no longer going to captivity.
Yeah, we're no longer
captivity is coming to an end.
Hey,
Limitations 4.
okay. Yeah, that's why it's important.
21-22. For 2021, 1 and 2. I say Psalms 49. I'm actually started top on this one, bro. I said, to the chief musician, a psalm for the sons of Korah. Hear this, O all ye, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world. Both low and high, rich and poor together. In context makes sense too.
Yep.
My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. I will incline my ear to a parable. I will open my dark saying unto the heart. Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches. None of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him.
Yep. So there's literally your you already know your gold and silver is cankered.
James 5. Yeah, let me finish this one.
Here you go, your gold and silver is cankered. Hold that. Don't finish it yet. Get that first, and then bring that back, and then go get that. It's like
Yeah, James 5 starts at 1.
Oh wait, shit, we just passed.
45, yeah, verses.
read that one precept again. No, you still in it.
Yes.
Just read
Psalms 49 and 5. It says where should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heel shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give God a ransom for him.
Right there. Boom. So there's nothing you can do, Esau. Your money, your riches gained by deceit, slaughter, bloodshed, underhanded business deals. All your iniquities are going to literally be shown. That's why the Lord says, uncover thy leg and show thy nakedness. Meaning when your shame is going to come. Right?
You know what's lucky? Maybe, bro, I might want to finish that, and then James 5 might be better.
Go ahead, finish.
Watch this shit. This is why they think this. It says, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give God a ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious and it ceaseth forever. Then it says that he should still live forever and not see corruption. For he seeth that the wise men die, likewise fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others. Pass down.
Yep.
This is why they think this.
No, because they usually remember generational wealth.
Wealth, yeah.
They usually what? How is the so-called
That's how
white
they keep
man?
on going.
How is so-called white man per capita made so much wealth? By what? Land. Remember the land deals, $5 Indians and all that. That as generation goes on, your house becomes what? Equity.
Yeah.
Equity. So let's say I get a loan from the government. I pay a certain amount of money for some land. Within 10 years, it went from being only worth $50,000 to $150,000. I pass that on to my children at $150,000 turns into $300,000. I pass it on, they pass it on to their children at $300 now, because you know how inflation goes. It's now worth $1.1 million. Now, you know it, they're being able to take out lines of credit, and then buy more properties, start businesses. Boom, this is generation one. This is why they keep the treasure. Go ahead.
Yup. And it says, this is crazy how the Lord set this up. It says, for the redemption of their souls is precious, and it ceaseth forever. Verse 10. For he seeth that the wise men die, likewise fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others, which is the reason why it continues. Then it says, then it makes sense now why it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. But it says, this their way is their folly, yet their prosperity approve their sayings. So they still winning even though they want some nut ass shit. And so they think that's gonna happen. So if they die, young boys gonna continue.
They're not used to taking L's.
Yeah.
If you think about all the boxers that have been undefeated. Matter of fact, look at Pacquiao, look at Canelo trying to go against Bud. Bud undefeated, right? Canelo might have had 2 losses, maybe 3.
Canelo, he went against Floyd.
Floyd and lost, which is cool.
And I think
It don't even matter.
Triple G?
It don't even matter. The whole purpose of me bringing up that is there's a certain kind of pride and cockiness that come with, like, bro, I got all the belts. I'm not worried about you. You about to come up my weight class. You think you about to come? Hey, young man, come on up here and get this L. Not understanding that, hey, dog, that ass whooping. Somebody's O gotta go. Somebody's O gotta go.
And the Lord arisen, his Lord's spirit jumped on him.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Same thing with Esau, especially the Zionists, the chief house. They gotta go. They used to winning and taking and winning. And their pride has been built up. So my house gonna go on forever. I'm keep passing my wealth down generation, and then eventually, guess what? The Lord shall have thee in derision.
He said,
James 5. Perfect now.
James 5.
Perfect now.
and parable of the rich man too, bro.
Yeah, Acts 8:20.
Let's get it.
He was like,
Let's get it. Sorry. I know.
I got lamentation. Oh, all right.
James 5.
this is a quick one.
You got
Acts
James
8:20. But Peter said unto them, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast thought that the gift of God may be purchased with money.
Hey, my man. Yo, what tribe you from?
What?
What tribe you from?
The tribe of Judah.
I feel like I was gonna say that. Is all y'all from Judah?
So where are the other 11 tribes at?
Well, some of them are from Levi.
Levi. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so where's the other 10 at?
I think they were lost.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot though. Some people claim to be from the tribe of Menashe. Some claim to be from the tribe of Ephraim.
Okay. All right, so
By the way, I respect you guys.
we're not no disrespect here.
I think so. I think
The scripture says have peace with all men. We are Israelites. You're not allowed to do that.
I'm sorry. I
See,
apologize.
no. We don't think you're being malicious or anything like that. We understand. We just asking a question, because it's. Do you know your history? So how do you run your bloodline back to know that you're from the tribe of Judah?
Well, my grandfather was a man by the name of Rabbi Solomon Adelson.
Okay.
He was born in Poland.
Okay.
And
Poland. Okay.
we don't have this we don't have this book physically, but he survived the Holocaust. He didn't have anything from his house after the age of 12. I think he was sent to Auschwitz. But he said his family had a scripture book called the Chumash, which is the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible.
The Torah.
Yeah, the Torah. and he said that they tracked his lineage back to Yehuda Hanasi,
Okay.
who was from the tribe of Judah.
Okay, I hear you. I mean,
That's what I've heard.
we did your history. I mean, well, I don't know your personal history, but most of you people come from Poland, German, Europe. You guys were never in Africa. No, you have. Whoa! You did trade with Africa.
I wouldn't say never.
You know, you traded with Africa. Oh, that's why I said. That's why I backed up and said you guys traded with Africa. That's how you learned about the Bible and the tribes, and you guys converted. After the Khazarian empires, you converted to Judaism and created a religion
I've heard
off of
I've heard this theory before.
Is it a theory or is it a fact?
I thought it was a theory.
Well, you can go look up your history right now, and it will show you that the kingdoms were split like this. Most people didn't want to join the Catholic Church. Others didn't want to be Muslim. So then, what you guys did, because y'all were during the Khazarian Empire, near Poland, Jordan, and all that area, you like, whoa, we don't want to join them. We don't want to join them. But you know those people down there, they got a rich history. Ain't nobody claiming that. Let's convert to Judaism.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Right now, it's the holiday of Sukkot for us.
Sukkot, what is that?
Sukkot, it's in the Bible. It says,
What is it called?
in English, I think it's called Tabernacle.
The Feast of Tabernacles. That just passed. Just a couple days ago.
Feast of Trumpets.
The Feast of Trumpets. Yeah. Feast of
well
Trumpets.
intense.
So we go based off of the biblical calendar, not the Gregorian calendar. So it's actually passed a couple of days
We
ago.
don't go by the Gregorian calendar.
Okay. So we're calling. So if it was, you said it was today.
It's 7 days long.
7 days long.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 days in the diaspora,
Okay.
7 days in Israel.
Okay. Yeah, we understand that.
Yeah.
The Feast of Trumpets.
Do you guys celebrate that?
The Feast of Trumpets.
Yeah,
We just don't call it what you call it.
And do you wear tzitzit? Those
I mean, from time to time, but it's not necessary. We have our fringes on when the border blue, which is what it says we were supposed to do. You know, the tzitzits is just
It's just basically to look down upon and remember the law.
exactly. I don't. You
That
know.
was the purpose of it.
Yeah. So you know.
I got a quick question. I got respect.
No. By all means, brother, go ahead.
I got a question. My thing is, quick question, just from a regular standpoint.
Salakia.
So your people really truly believe, the question, y'all really believe that y'all was in Egypt as slaves?
My ancestors, yeah.
Correct. Okay, so how? Here, no, I'll ask you a question. So now we all know that Egyptians are dark-skinned people. Never. Look at the hieroglyph. Some light in general, but it's Poland. As far as Egyptians are dark-skinned people.
Yeah, let me finish.
Okay.
Shalom.
Fairly dark, right? And they still are fairly dark. My question is this:
What's up, brother? How you?
when Moses, I got two things to analyze. Let's just analyze this thing.
Yeah, right there.
Moses is from the tribe of what? Levi. Okay. Now Moses' story was that he was separated from his brothers, and also he was in the Egyptian land, right?
Yeah.
The key thing that I realized that knowing that it's true that the Egyptians are dark-skinned people, how is it that Moses was able to blend in where the Egyptian was able to think that and make him as a son of Pharaoh? How was he able to blend in? Because when his brothers of the other tribes had basically seen him, they didn't recognize him at all, which Joseph was kind of saying. Now, how was he able to blend in with the Egyptians? So, as far as a person, if he was your people, that's impossible.
I'm going to show you. These are hieroglyphics of the Hebrews being slaves in Egypt. They were all dark. I'm going to ask them, how y'all go from this color to that?
Nowadays, Iraq.
Yeah, sir. Northeast Africa.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think Moses
is it-
came from Poland. Like, I think he was around that area, and Egypt and Israel and Iraq are fairly close to each other. I think it's reasonable that someone could have dark skin
But
blend in.
but Moses will have to be a dark-skinned person, correct?
Well, in that day and age. Okay, I got you. Can I
No?
go?
Or yes?
I think Moses had relatively dark skin.
Correct.
Probably, yeah.
So wouldn't that sorry, so like
No. I'm going to get
access to your
argument. I'm going to let you finish. I want to know this. The hieroglyphics in Egypt shows that the Hebrews were in slavery. You got it all over their walls. Why did they have
I
so
was aware of that, by the way, but I mean, it's not one
Why are they all dark-skinned people with cornrows and different woolly hair? These are the slaves on the walls of Egypt. To the Hebrews. Why do they look like that or look like that? And you're telling me,
It's a fair question.
right,
I would say that over the course, I mean, how many years ago were Jews slaves in Egypt?
a couple thousand years ago.
It was a couple thousand. I think it was more like 4,000 years ago.
Oh, okay, so a couple, two to four. Okay,
Three to four.
Okay.
I think in 3,000 to 4,000 years, a lot can change.
So you're trying to tell me an entire bloodline of 12 tribes. 12 tribes, and they're all were dark skinned, darker than me too. I'm not even about to sit here and tell you they look like me. They were darker than me too. You're talking about in 4,000 years, all of them went from being chocolate Africans to a white man? Bro, it's impossible.
I can try to.
The most, hold on,
It's a
you
fair
can
question,
explain
by the way.
that?
It's a fair question.
Calm your spirit. I want to hear what he has to say about that. I already heard your argument.
It's a fair question. I would say I just saw very briefly that those pictures were the slaves in Egypt. I'm not 100% sure. I would need to do my research that every single image of the Hebrew slaves, which
It literally,
I'm
they
not
have the hierarchy.
sure.
It's already, you can go look at
the
research
fact that
that
you
you've already
showed
done.
me a picture of Egyptian slaves and you like I didn't see any articles. I just saw a title. That said,
Okay, so
like,
when you get a
Hebrew
chance, hold on, I got
slaves.
you.
I will check.
When you get a chance,
Yeah.
please, I implore you to go check. There's no way in the history of genetics, physics, or whatever you want to use that you're going to turn a black man into a white man in 1,000-some years.
Not 1,000-some, like
4,000 years is still impossible. You're not going to wipe out an entire bloodline.
Every other, but most majority of people on the planet are not.
Most majority of people.
Can I get an description of Judah? You say
Well,
Judah.
no, 1 second. I got you, brother. I give you perspective here. I'm gonna let you.
Also, wait, but just bigger picture. I'm not like claiming that I am like a descendant. And
No,
I'm not trying.
Are
to
you an Israeli?
Just by existing.
Are you Israeli?
I'm not born in Israel. No.
All right, okay. All right, he's right. The people who were born in Israel called Israelis. All right, you're Zionist?
That's how you define Zionist.
Okay,
Nowadays,
Ashkenazi?
I am Ashkenazi.
Ashkenazi? Okay, no, we'll get that in, I will have war with Amalek. Get that real quick. You know what Amalek is? The Amalekites?
Yeah.
Amalek?
Yeah.
Okay. Why does God of the Bible, in the Old Testament, which is the Torah, says that he will have war with Amalek from generation to generation because of the evil they will do on the earth? Why in Revelations, the book that you guys don't believe in, talks about the people who say they are Jews or not in the synagogue of Satan on the planet who worships in synagogues? Why does it say that? Why does it give descriptions of what the Judites look like in the Bible?
You're asking me why something says something in a book that I don't believe in. I don't know. Why does-
But you don't believe in it because I understand why you people don't believe in it though, because it talks too much about who you truly are, and it talks about the wickedness that you would do on the earth. Now you can see here, we can go through all the rhetoric and go back and forth. I'm not trying to do that. We all know who controls everything. We know it's the Zionists. Y'all even know that. In your what y'all call it, the Talmud?
I would disagree with that. But okay.
Okay, what don't y'all control?
The game tonight, the football game. If there's one tonight,
I can almost guarantee you guys control that too.
the weather.
Who owns most of the owners? Most of the owners.
Okay,
Okay, we're not talking about that. It's semantics. Most of the owners who own
About organizations.
organizations,
Like,
industries,
can I ask you another. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay.
organizations, organizations,
Another question.
all the media.
Wait, I have
You
a
control all the banks. You control America. You don't believe that?
I do not believe 100%.
No, I didn't say you. I'm talking about your people, the Zionists.
Yeah, I
You guys control every aspect of every war and everything. Is that not right?
You believe you're like the true Israelites.
Yes, we are.
100%.
100%.
The Hebrew Bible is written in Hebrew. Do you know? Do you speak Hebrew?
The Lashon
Yes, we
Korash,
do.
the holy tongue,
Yes,
not
we
the
do.
Yiddish you speak? Yes.
Yes.
Can you speak like the
I
first,
just said
the
the
first
last
verse?
one.
Can you the first verse of the Bible?
What does that even matter? But what does it matter?
I
Speaking
know,
of, hold on.
I might know better than you do.
No. Just because you know you stole, okay, your people stole a history. You strip people of their language, their knowledge, where they come from. Hey.
I grew up in school. I didn't steal anything.
Listen.
I was taught.
Your people. You see how they always. You see how
I
they
feel like
always.
you're belittling me for something.
Listen, when I say you, I'm speaking about you as a representation of your entire nation.
I feel like it's not. So
Well,
fair,
I'm
but
sorry to
okay.
tell you, but this is the truth of it. This is
Why-
how
why do I represent
because
everyone?
God deals with nations of people, not just individual alone. We are punished for what our forefathers did, just like you're going to be punished for what your forefathers done. Whether you like it or not, that's how the Lord works. So we're going to deal based off of the Lord's teachings and not our own volitions. Okay? So all I'm saying is this. You could probably speak more Hebrew than me. That doesn't matter anything. At the end of the day, the identity of the Hebrew.
My modern Hebrew isn't even so good.
But it doesn't matter if it's good or not. I don't even care. That still does not go against. At the end of the day, we're in America. We speak what? English. If we were in France, we're going to speak what? French. We're going to Italy. We're going to speak what?
The
Italian.
Bible is written in
Latin.
Hebrew. I feel like you should.
It was written in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. It was written in 3 different languages. Do you know? But no. It was written in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Do you even know why? Jewish man?
It was translated into.
No, it was actually written in Greek and Latin. Why? Because it was during a different. It was during. So Hebrew, the Old Testament was written. Old Testament was written in Hebrew, the Lashon Korash, the original tongue, not the Yiddish Germanic language that you guys created, made it the Nikud, the consonant sounds.
I don't speak Yiddish.
Okay, well I'm giving perspective here. Most of you do.
I got it.
Y'all don't
That's
speak
not
the.
true. You think most Jews speak Yiddish?
Most Jews speak Yiddish. They don't speak actual Hebrew.
Most Jews do not speak Yiddish or Hebrew.
Okay, I'm not playing the semantics of it.
Maybe most Jews do speak Hebrew. I'll take that back. Most Jews speak modern Hebrew. They do not.
Okay,
speak
modern Hebrew is with the Nikud and Yiddish. It's a Germanic language mixed with Hebrew with the Nikud. There was no consonant sounds in the old tongue.
So what do you
Go
think?
ahead, read
What do you
it.
think they did with consonants? They just said all the consonants in a row and ignored the vowels.
No, everything in the old Hebrew tongue was all breath sounds.
So look, you're
Hold up.
You're from
Read
Judah.
it.
You're from Judah.
It's fine. We can do this all day.
Cool, you was told that, which all y'all say y'all
Yeah,
told
listen,
that.
they're-
All y'all said all the tribes are lost.
I mean, I know.
I love this shit.
You know what other tribes are.
All praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High.
Okay, cool. We know what other tribes are, believe it or not. We know where they are. Y'all don't.
Because the scriptures
But
tell
it
us
makes
where they
sense for
went.
us to know because it's our people.
Hold on, let's do one topic at a time. We'll get there.
Was Zebulon?
Yeah, one topic at a time. We'll get there.
How do you know the vowels if it's all?
Modern, the Nikud.
Deal with the modern. We go to the ancient.
How do you know it's pronounced? How do you say it's pronounced?
No, actually, it's not pronounced like that at all.
At all. Actually,
We're just pronouncing it in English for layman's terms.
Yes, layman's
You see how
So what is it? What is it?
This is all right. So, for educational purposes, this is what people do when they have nothing to actually defend with. They do a lot of semantics and take out nitpicks of small things to try to get away from the actual substance of the conversation.
Here's the thing.
101.
I forgot who you said gave it to you or whatever, but you said at least some people gave you those what the Torah called? The first 5 books of Moses is called what in your
I would call it the Torah or
the Torah? Okay, cool. My question was this. If I was a random person, right? Let's just say I'm not a Jew, but I was curious about it, right? And my question was, what is a Jew? What book would you go to understand where they come from or even have knowledge about what it is a Jew is? What book would you have to go to?
I would first go to the Torah.
Correct. You will go to the correct. No. Okay, cool. So, for example, if I'm not a Jew at all. I'm not a Jew, or I want to know what a Jew is. So, because remember, in the book of Numbers and on, when it explains to you how they came about, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as a bloodline, 12 boys. Cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, cool. We know. Because Numbers is when the army started to get.
The book of Numbers is when the Lord started building an army, 12,000 from each tribe. Yep.
Correct. So
Before
what I'm saying
that,
to you is this though. If I wanted to know what's going on, let's just split this in a synopsis. There's a guy named Abraham had a son named Isaac. And Isaac has a son named Jacob. And Jacob has 12 boys, which from that Abraham seed line was blessed by God because he proved his faith. Then the seed line chosen came to Isaac when out of the 12 boys that he had, makes the 12 tribes of Israel starting with Judah all the way down to Issachar. So that was how, so if I were to read, see how I know that though? But at the end of the day though, in order to understand that knowledge, you have to go through the Torah to understand how Israelites were created. So to make you who you are today, so-called. Right? Okay, cool. My thing is, if that's the case, why are y'all the true heritage of the Jews, but don't represent where y'all come from the book that explains who you are? Explain that to me one time. That's all I want to know, bro. How are y'all Jews, but don't represent where y'all come from as a bloodline of people?
I disagree with your contention that we do not represent where we came from. I think we're Jews because we're from Judah.
Okay. Now here goes the description of Jews.
No, wait, just bigger picture. Also, like, we think we're Jews. You think you're Jews.
No.
I'm
We
happy
know we're
with
Jews.
you.
We know you're Jewish.
We know you're Jewish, but God is true.
I'm happy to live my life. I'm happy
That's
for
fine.
you guys.
Oh yeah, because you're living in your kingdom right now. It's perfectly understandable, and I love that for you. Live it up. No, the world is your kingdom as of this point. And guess what? But it's going to implode. You guys are imploding it on purpose. You guys want world domination. You know it. And guess what? The Lord is going to what? Job,
dumb and
Job
shit.
9 and 24.
I just want to live my life.
Okay, yes, I know.
I can understand
I
that.
understand it because he's an individual, but as a
by the
nation
way,
of people,
I think I like really understand the Hebrew Bible and live according to its
Do you?
laws. I also have my tzitzit on. I was in the sukkah today.
okay,
Mine aren't out because
it's fine. You don't have to have them out. You got your, even though I don't know why you got your head covered, but that's a whole nother. That's man-made traditions because regular Jews.
I don't think Abraham probably
No,
wore
none of the Israelites use wore that on their head because it literally says in the scripture, if you read the law, it says a man, right, should not cover his head when he goes to what? Pray to the Lord.
Where does it say that?
I'm pretty sure it's the book of Romans. Or that?
Yeah,
Corinthians. That's in book of
again,
Corinthians.
that's
Right.
That's crazy, but a
It's
real Jew would
with a
go with that though. Correct, for sure.
Yes.
100%.
We
100% will go to.
He doesn't believe. First of all, they believe that Jesus, who they even call Jesus, should be what in hell and burned and shitted on.
I never saw
That's what it's written in you guys' Talmud and all the shit that talk. When y'all talk about in the Talmud, you guys speak about you
My
speak
bad,
about
brother.
the goyim,
1,000. That's a real Jew right there. I'm saying it is what it is.
Woolly hair?
That's a real Jew.
woolly hair, dark skin.
Look, listen.
What's cool?
No,
No,
absolutely.
it's a bloodline.
Can I convert to the Chinese God? Can I convert to being Russian? Correct. But then you can't.
That's why you call yourself Ish. Ish is a suffix meaning pertaining to. Just like if I called you childish, or you're a child or acting like one. When you guys call yourselves, I'm Jewish. Yeah, you're acting. No, it's not semantics. You guys are acting like the real Jews.
Ask me if I'm a Jew.
It's actually like,
Ask me if I'm a Jew.
it's actually the truth. It's kind of like we're lying to you in plain sight.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool. So
We're
Jeremiah
putting the truth
14
in plain
to 2.
sight.
Jeremiah 14 to 2. And no, Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. It says, and this is also written originally
This is in the Tanakh.
So it's written in Hebrew. So it says, Judah mourneth, which did you know that the word Jew is short for Judah? Did you know that?
I mean, well,
It's like slang.
It's a slang. It's a
Yeah.
slang term.
not like you're a Judah. No one would say, oh, I saw Judah today.
It's basically it's just a slang. if you will.
It's a slang term.
Jeremiah 14.
You got Stephen, I'm gonna call you Steve. That's all it is.
Just like
That's all it
they
is.
say Levites and they say Levi.
All right, so
Asherite, Asher.
So this what I want to understand. It said Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language. Here's a very distinct thing that I can say what you want, but I'm gonna go to the text where it's in Hebrew, which you would more or less say is more validated. It says Judah mourneth in the gates thereof. That's okay. That's cool. Judah mourneth in the gates thereof language. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up. Now, in the Hebrew Bible,
and if you go into
they're black.
correct, because
if you go into
Hebrew,
the word kadar means what?
Kadar means to mourn, to be dark. Hebrew is kadar. Dark skinned people. Letting you know that correct. The Hebrew term.
And it makes sense why it says we're black
They are
to the
black
ground
to
because
the
when
ground.
you look at the soil, the deeper you go,
So
the
the
darker it gets.
Judah people are dark.
So Jake comes in a different
And that
variation.
Hebrew word for black means kadar, which means to be dark, as in dark skin. That's what they are. That's sort of dark people. We want to know over those 4,000 years, you telling me they were a
I'm
black
not even
person.
disagreeing. I'm not even disagreeing with the fact that. No, we don't have to do that. However, that dark piece is used in the Bible often to just mean like downtrodden.
But we don't have.
It depends what we're talking
Like
about.
people's faces get darkened.
Absolutely. So the man would call Jesus is what from what tribe?
I don't know so much about it. I think he's from
Judah. So how come they explain that his skin is like bronze, like as it went in the furnace? So that he's black as well. So that he had woolly hair.
And he had woolly hair. Your people don't have
He
woolly
had
hair.
woolly hair. Also, Jesus is from Judah, where Judah people have woolly hair, and all their brothers got woolly hair, but it's only one people on the planet with woolly hair.
I hear you.
Who are people with woolly hair?
What nation of people here when they age turn white?
Or African American type basically, what I'm trying to explain. So if the people had woolly hair and the original Jew is pretty much from or dark skin, that bloodline got wiped out.
I hear the point. I mean,
Make that make sense
Look,
to me,
and
dog.
all I know it says I'm gonna just end it with this prophecy. It says when the rightful people of God are in the homeland, there shall be no more war on earth. As soon as you guys got over there in 1948, Balfour Declaration, war skyrocketed.
Balfour Declaration was
1948. 1948 was its inception.
When
1948.
did y'all get to Israel? When did y'all get there?
1948.
There were Jews living
Bro,
in Israel.
predominantly, big.
When before y'all turned it into a Jewish state, I guess there's been Jews living all over the world. Y'all been exiled and pushed out almost every nation for the fuckery y'all keep doing. Simple. And then guess what? Hey yo, America, I need you to go join the war after Germany won. They went to Britain. They called Britain. The Zionists called Britain. Hey yo, I can get America to join the war as long as y'all allow me to take Palestine. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Hey, we ain't trying to lose the war to Germany. All right. Then they did a propaganda machine in America, got America to join the war. The Zionists are a bunch of evil fucking people. Evil, bro.
Man, listen, that's like saying that, like,
Knowing a language and
we are in
being
our
fluent in
captivity.
language
That
is
y'all
the thing.
people are putting
Read,
this in.
if I had
If I can read it.
Reading
I can
it
read
does not mean anything to me.
So if a Latino guy, so-called, came over to America and grew up here with English, he should learn Spanish better, and he ain't still Latino? Come on, bro.
Every one of my ancestors that I could name all spoke Hebrew and read the Hebrew Bible and prayed.
It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter. Your family
I don't know
taught
if
that
that's
down.
true.
We were slaves. We were taught the language we were given.
And it also says in the scriptures there
That
will be
we will be
signs.
stripped of our language.
It will be stripped of our language, our culture, and our history. You guys supposedly have had
Never
it ever
lost
since,
it.
never lost it.
So
So
y'all
how are
don't
you the
fit-
people?
I don't
The Lord
fit
says
Israelite.
the word my
does it
people
say that in
in
Scripture?
the book of Deuteronomy. And if the Lord, it literally says in the book of Deuteronomy, literally it says that there should be a sign and a wonder on my people. And everyone shall know my people from around the world, from generation to generation, because of the curses I placed upon them for breaking the original contract in Deuteronomy 28:1. And then from Deuteronomy 28:15 goes into the curses. None of the curses fit your people. None of them.
Especially
So if you're looking for
especially slavery on shit.
you looking for hold on, when you're looking for a sign, like yo man, where's the Foot Locker? Look for the sign. Foot Locker. The Lord says
which sign does not fit the Jewish people that is in Deuteronomy?
going on slavery on
almost
ships.
everything.
Going to slavery on ships.
Israelite Jew on Jew
By the
crime.
Romans and somewhere.
And
You
Romans
weren't those
Romans
people.
weren't people. What people are Romans?
You weren't those people. You were never in slavery.
You don't
Your
think,
people,
you
you
don't
were.
think Jews were ever enslaved by the Romans?
No. Yes, we
Yeah,
were.
yeah, they were.
You weren't. You were over in the Caucasus Mountains, up in Petra and Jordan,
Just according
fucking
to-
sitting here eating
Why-
cake.
That's not even the point. It says that you shall go into slavery on ships. You never witnessed slavery on
At
ships.
what point do you think
You guys owned the original slave ships. Your
At
people
what point
funded the transatlantic slave trade. Is that not true?
You're not really talking to me.
Is that not true?
Talking that way.
Oh no, I'm speaking to the camera, but also pointing at you.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Sure, but ask me a question.
At what, it's a more big picture question. At what point did my people steal like the
After the
name of
Khazarian
Judaism?
empires, after the empire was falling,
What year?
you
is
guys
that?
were actually you
What-
guys were
what
actually
year-
Romans.
what year? What year?
You guys were Roman. I don't know the exact year. Look it up.
Like ish, like
I don't know the exact year. I don't know the exact year.
like 1900, 18.
Now I'm pretty sure it was way before 1900. At the end of the day, you're during the Khazarian. Look up when the Khazarian Empire was.
Like do you know Judah? Do you know Judah Hanasi? I feel like I can name Jews in like every 100 years.
It does not matter.
At what point are they free?
It doesn't matter. You guys converted. Your oldest rabbis have actually admitted that you converted to Judaism. How do you convert to somebody's bloodline? No. Answer the question. How can you convert to someone's bloodline? Can I become a white man overnight?
No, you can't.
Can I become a fucking Indian overnight?
The people in the second temple, were those were your people or those were imposters? Like I want to know when the imposter ships started.
I just told you. During the Khazarian Empire, after the Khazarian, look up when the Khazarian Empire fell. Anastasia and all that shit, when they were Khazars. They came from Tsar, which came from what? Roman Empire. They were Romans, and after the Roman Empire fell, then they migrated. I know your history. I know your history.
Like Rashi, Rambam, Maimonides,
Yo,
Nachmanides,
listen,
are these
I
part
was
of
looking
your
it up
people
right
or
now.
what?
That's your people converted. Your people converted. My people didn't convert. My people our history was beaten out of us. Your people picked up what was beaten out of us and said, oh, we like this shit. Yo, let me get some of that. That's what happened. Bro, you're not a Jew. You're an Edomite. And actually, you're an Amalekite, right?
You think I'm from Amalek?
You're Amalek. I'm pretty sure you're Amalek.
Forefather Esau.
Your forefathers
At the
Esau.
very least.
You from the chief house of
100%.
100%. It literally says in the scriptures. It literally says in the scriptures in the book of Job that the earth was given in the hands of the wicked, and literally gives instructions and literally a full detailed list of what they're gonna be doing on the earth, where they're gonna be living, how they're gonna be moving, everything. And literally, when you pinpoint it, it's only y'all.
Okay, how often are you guys here?
Every week for the past 10
On
years,
Saturday? Right here?
right in this exact spot. Oh, please don't bring your friends with you.
No,
I would love that.
I want to go. I'm on my way to a friend. But,
Oh, well, listen, whenever you bring as many of your Jewish comrades,
Your rabbi.
bring your rabbi,
do you hate me?
we would love it. No. Why do I need to hate you?
I mean, you feel like
The Lord hates
my,
you.
My people stole your culture.
I don't hate you. No,
stole
see,
your
no,
commandments. I'm an
listen.
imposter. It sounds like a
It's,
lot of
the
hatred.
scriptures,
I'm
my
just
Lord
looking
says,
for-
vengeance is mine. We believe in who you ignorantly call Jesus, who you don't believe in.
Yeah.
My Lord says, wait upon me, vengeance is mine. Don't worry, I'm going to wreak havoc on those who stole everything from you. It's as simple as that. You don't believe in that, but we do.
So the Lord can do it, not you guys.
Oh, no. After he comes and destroys y'all ass, he's going to raise us up and allow us to get our licks in too.
We don't do anything.
But we do
about
nothing.
this.
We are wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Yeah,
We are a
don't
non-violent
have no
group.
reason to.
We don't
I
do
feel like
anything
if I
with any
stole
physical...
your culture and I,
Because it's not our place
y'all-
right now.
but
You're not
you-
listening.
but
We
you
serve a
didn't
power...
choose
worship Satan.
You didn't
You
do
are.
anything that the Most High.
Okay,
wanted.
so most Zionists don't believe in Baal. What was the original thing? Baal. What was the original? So weren't y'all not? So right now, Moloch and Baal. Hold on, Moloch and Baal. So when you guys go to your little Bohemian Grove and all your little, that's all fake now.
I've seen.
Oh, so you know about it. So when you guys are worshiping the owl and Moloch and bull and golden calf and all these other things, Krishna, when you guys are doing all of these rituals, all these demonic rituals, when you're doing blood sacrifices, demonic rituals, you're fucking sucking the blood off of fucking babies' penises.
You
Thinking
mentioned-
it is, where in the Bible is that?
You mentioned the golden calf. That's your people.
Yes, we did. We made that mistake. And what did the Lord do?
So you're
What
insulting
did
me
the
for
Lord
the
do? But
golden
you guys
calf.
still do it. Don't y'all still worship?
No.
Go
Where
to,
do you think our people got that?
It is a sword to Araita. To
Bro, what are you
worship
looking for, bro?
the golden calf.
965 says when Salazar, the ruler of Kiev, launched a campaign against the Khazars, 965.
Okay, so it's
Power
a
was
pretty rapid change because like Rev Sadia Gaon, if you want to look him up, Saadiaga.
Oh, look. The end of Khazaria, how a Jewish empire fell to its other forces. Did not just say one empire. Bro, listen,
The
you can
fact,
do his own
that, the
research.
fact that the title of something says something on the internet does not mean it is.
You're right, but guess who controls the internet?
If you search
Your
up,
people.
If you search up, so why do
Your people.
So if my people control the internet, why are we writing stuff that disproves our?
First of all, but this is actual history. You can go read in thesauruses, old books before you guys burned and yes, before you guys started controlling everything. You can still go find this research. We've been studying this for over 10 years. This ain't nothing new to us. You guys are
I've been studying it
Khazars.
my
You
whole
guys
life.
are Jewish. You guys are converts to Judaism. You created a religion so you can change your identity on the earth. Everyone knows that you're Edomites, that you're
right
the devil
now,
that the Bible
I'll
speaks
show
of. You have identity. I don't care about none of that.
Why
You're an
am I
imposter.
wearing this under my?
Because you are an
clothes?
imposter.
Like,
And
why
none
am
of that makes any
I
sense.
Like,
Get that
I
scripture.
could go throw in a Muslim garb right now. It means nothing.
but I just happen to be wearing this every single day of my life.
So
because I'm
what?
awesome.
Because you've been taught a
That's what
lie.
you've been taught.
You've been taught
So
a lie.
we're not blaming you.
We're not blaming you for your
I-
ignorance.
I appreciate
So
that.
let's set the
I
record straight.
appreciate that.
We're not blaming you personally for anything. All the information that you know and everything is taught to you, passed down.
And they're gonna lie. You're gonna.
They taught us how to read the Hebrew Bible.
Yes. So when you convert to something,
Because you
you're
can
going.
read. I was taught to read
So
English.
here's a quote.
I was also taught to read
Here's
English.
a quote from this might offend you, but I'm not trying to offend you. But this is a quote from Adolf Hitler himself. This is what Adolf Hitler said. I understand. So Hitler said, he said, why would the Jews control America? The soldier asked. Hitler said in his memoir, because the white Jews knows that the Negroes are the real children of Israel. And to keep America secret, the Jews will blackmail America. The Jews will extort America. Their plan, the Jews will extort America. Their plan for world domination won't work if the Negroes knew who they were. The white citizens of America will be terrified to know that all this time that he's mistreating and discriminating and lynching the children of Israel, they will fear God will destroy them as he destroyed Egypt for doing the same thing.
I feel
Now continue.
that
Hitler is a bad
agreeing with
person, bro.
Hitler is
What?
not
Should have never fucked
necessarily
over
a
black people,
positive.
bro.
So what?
All them niggas he killed, he should have never did that.
I understand.
All right,
Real shit.
I went to say Kofa. I know all about this shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
You already know. I with you, sis.
Yeah, the fact
No
that
reason that Trump has to do it to us too.
the fact that Hitler said something that you guys agree with is not proving it to me.
Okay. Well, whoever wins the wars writes the history books. At the end of the day, why did Hitler rise to power? Why did so many white people band with him to fight against y'all? And who actually started that war? Y'all did.
So meaning Hitler was right
Yes, he was.
to try to kill my people.
He did not try to kill your people. All that Holocaust shit is a bunch of bullshit. Not hundreds of thousands of people died. Bro, it was probably, literally, if you go back and look,
It says millions of people.
he said millions. That's a lie. It wasn't even millions of you guys over in that area. It's a lie. You guys literally have been. Who started the war with Germany? Them. Who started the propaganda machine because they were upset because Hitler, Kurt Hope, the first thing he was saying, he was saying, because I already did the study. He was saying,
If we deserve
hey, yo,
the Holocaust, that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yo,
if the
millions
Jews-
of people didn't die. Did some of you die? It's war, right? Don't y'all kill more people per capita in the world than anybody? Who bombs more people? Israel. Who started almost every war on the planet right now? Israel.
does not
Who
bomb
controls
more
America right now?
than every
Israel.
other person.
Literally. Literally. Every war on this planet is being fought right now, and proxy wars are funded and
the
caused
Jews-
by who?
so
The
Jews-
Zionists.
Just to confirm, the Jews deserve the Holocaust, but it didn't happen to them.
Well, first of all, why did every country try to kick y'all out? Answer the question. Why? What were you doing to all these countries where they had to kick you the fuck out?
Like you say, you. I do not.
I'm talking about you and your people. Aren't you a Zionist?
By the way, my grandfather, who was in Auschwitz, do you think he wasn't in Auschwitz?
My people were in slavery.
My people-
What the fuck is a Holocaust to slavery? The biggest genocide in history happened in America
I'm not
with my
denying
people.
the fact that your people were
a couple of
enslaved.
thousand Jews died. So the fuck what?
I am not denying the
So the fuck what?
Because you just said there was no Holocaust.
Because there wasn't a Holocaust the way y'all put it. Literally, they said the gas chambers. They literally did a study that it was impossible for gas chambers. There was a lady, I seen a video, a Jewish lady who survived the Holocaust, and she was saying, yeah, those chambers were like 30 by 30, and they were actually just soaking the water they were spraying on us to get all the diseases and stuff because they were washing us like dogs. Not gas chambers. And then they even went into these gas chambers, and mind you, because those kind of gas chambers, the fucking gas and the stuff should be what? It should be
Maybe I'll
imprinted
come
into
talk to
the
you guys
walls.
later.
It should be imprinted into the walls. Guess what? They found no residue of any gas. You guys created a narrative so y'all can be able to take over the world. Lies and deceit. These people are nothing but liars. Liars. These people. It doesn't matter. I am racist. I'm about my people. And mind you, everybody walking up and down the street chooses their people, because with the word racism just means I believe my people are superior than others. Doesn't mean that other people don't have power, but I believe my people are the most superior. Simple as that.
Considered the more superior to the world?
Yeah, don't they call everybody else goyim? And,
Do you know what the word? Do you know what the word goyim means?
Oh my God,
Do you know
bro.
what it means?
Non-Jew.
No, it does not.
What does it mean to you? What does it mean? Tell me.
It means to everyone. It means a nation.
It does mean low nation, though.
The Jews are.
It got
The
a low
Jews
nation.
are
Oh,
one
but
of the goyim.
don't they believe? But don't they believe that all the other nations are supposed to serve them, and that we are nothing but dogs unto them?
Hold up. Why is it that somebody says, so fuck the Jew is all fucked up? But then what about us, though?
I think racism against anyone is horrible.
But okay, cool, individually. But to the world, they got fucking signs. Stop the hate of Jewish people. Well, what about stop the hate of the black man? What the fuck?
I think there should be signs like that too.
Bro.
Y'all have done nothing but racial cleansing in Palestine since y'all inception. All y'all do is kill. You are the bloody man on the earth. You, yes, you and your face. Yo, get that. Because of the, they got a woe to their children.
It's nice to talk to you
The
guys.
children have to basically pay for what the forefathers did. Yeah, get that real quick. Whoa, get that real quick. Get that real quick. Whether he wants to hear it or not.
Nice
Get
to
it real
talk
quick.
to you guys.
All right, man.
We believe in this book.
But inevitably, regardless of how you feel about it, it's going to come out the fact that you're not a real Jew. It's going to break your heart. Like, it is what it is. It's going to come out real hard. Real hard.
Come on.
It's Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose
Captives they were. When were they captive? Never. It's not their prophecy. So it's telling us that we're going to take those who had us in captivity into captivity. Is that them? They've never been in captivity. They're the ones who've been controlling all the captivities. Nothing but devils. There's fucking wolves in sheep's clothing acting like, oh my God, everyone's against us. No, you guys are the cesspool of the planet. And the only way that this world will be cleansed is till it's cleansed of you. Keep going.
It's verse 3. It shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear.
So where do they have any sorrow and fear and they own everything? See, this is why they run. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. Go ahead.
Continuing in 3. And from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
And from the hard bondage whereas y'all were made to serve. What hard bondage has they been in? Wait,
Who they serving?
who are they serving? They serve their own master, the devil, and money. They're all about who created capitalism, socialism. Who created all these isms? They did. Why? For their own personal gain. Were they in captive? Were they in captivity? Are they in sorrow? No, they own everything. This is how you can tell they're nothing but liars. All you gotta do is open this book. This is why the Lord says, blessed is the man that reads, because all you gotta do is open the book and read it for yourself, and you will see they're nothing but imposters, evil, evil people. And he even admitted, oh yeah, I'm Ashkenaz. Okay, well look, so you're Amalek. You knew what? So if you're Ashkenaz, where's that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob bloodline? Matthew the 1st chapter gives us the patriarchy going down. I don't see Ashkenaz anywhere. Why are you lying? And then I told him, then I showed, then I Googled, oh, why are you using Google? Just because you read something on Google? You're absolutely right. But that history's been around forever. The Khazarian Empire was a Jewish kingdom that came to what? But when did they convert? The Khazarian Empire converted to Judaism because they didn't want to join the Catholic Church, or when the Great Crusades, when the freaking Moors were ransacking from North Africa all the way into Europe and everything. The fucking, these Khazarians was like, oh, bro, we ain't trying to join the Christians and we ain't trying to join the Muslims. We need to do something different. But they were going down into Africa, from North Africa, from Poland, Germany, Petra, and all these places. They were going down in there, and they were what? They were merchants going back and forth, grabbing knowledge and everything. And they came back together and said, yo, we ain't trying to join them, and we ain't trying to join them. We should just convert to this. And this is when they started calling themselves Jewish. They don't want to hear this history.
You know what I find interesting? Everybody can attest the fact that you can't convert to a Chinese person, you can't convert to an African, you can't convert to a Russian, etc., etc., etc. But everybody can convert to an Israelite though.
Everybody can be
Everybody
can be a Jew. And then we ask them a question: where the other Jews at? If everybody's Levi and Judah, where the hell's everybody else? Oh, we don't know. They're lost. So then you guys are going around the planet, killing everything and everyone and owns every country, and you don't even know where the other 10 tribes are. So you could be out here, if you really are a Jew, you're out here committing fucking mass murder to the people who are lost, who's supposed to be come back into the fold for the Lord, who you supposedly serve. Stop fucking lying, bro. You cannot make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. And then you see how they play, they smooth with their tongue, right? They wanna use semantics. Oh, I speak more Hebrew than you. Oh, I wear my tzitzits. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? You could do anything.
I can literally go paint my
I know
face
some.
white.
I know a so-called black guy right now that speaks Japanese so fluent, it's scary. Does that make him better than the actual Japanese?
Real shit though.
Oh, you're Japanese.
I know
American,
what.
but you don't speak Japanese.
I know what. The same black guy.
More Japanese.
Hold on. The same black guy. He got a samurai sword, and he's known for cutting bullets and shit. And this man is fast. He can flip and all that. So because he can flip, jump, hop, skip, and do everything like samurais do, does that make him better than the original?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
He just learned the culture. That's it.
All he did was, oh, I love this culture. I like the way, I like how they move their, oh, I like that namaste. Oh, we're going to meditate and we're going to do a top notch.
You know what though? You know what he would say? He would say, yeah, I studied the culture, I like the culture, but I'm also a black man. Like Paul
So
did.
guess what? Now I'm Japanese. Don't call me black, Japanese. I'm Japanese. You're not from Japan. Well, I wasn't born there, but in my spirit, I feel like I'm one of them.
Yeah, right.
Come on with the bullshit, man. Come with the bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Bro, I hope he comes up here next week with his entire rabbi and his congregation. It's going to be the most beautiful bloodbath ever. Oh, man. Oh, call Allah and Yahweh Bashim El Shah. But these people are fucking idiocentric, bro. And what's crazy is, the problem is, they don't even do research on their own people. Watch you. Why in Israel right now, they're not allowed to do DNA tests? It's banned to do DNA tests in Israel. Why? Because when they run their DNA, they're going to run back to Poland, Germany, all of Europe in Petra. These people are Edomites, the chief house of Esau, the Amalekites, which he even said out of his own mouth. We all heard him say, "Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm Ashkenazi. I'm Amalek." Oh, so then how can you be Judah and Amalek? How can you be Judah and an Amalekite? How can you be Judah from the Khazarian Empire? Make it make sense to me.
How about this too?
How did the so-called black, how did the slaves in Egypt go from black to you in 4,000 years?
Fuck out of here.
When the number one gene on the planet, they call it the African mitochondria, the strongest genome on the planet. This is why even in their own volition of how they treat people, if you have one, what was the saying? You got one drop of black blood, you what?
Black.
You black.
Black. And you're gonna see it too.
And you're gonna see it.
You're gonna
Why?
see it.
Protruding nose, bigger lips, broader shoulders, bigger body, faster, stronger, cunning, smarter. Bro, you want to be so much that you've literally inbred it into your entire nation to believe a lie, because if they all knew the truth, your entire regime will crumble. But guess what? The Lord gonna keep you puffed up, because your sins have reached up into heaven, and He's not about to smell in that, He's not about to smell in that unsavory smoke anymore. And so He's going to bring vengeance to the earth. It literally says in the scriptures that the children of Israel will wake up in the land of their captivity, and then the end shall come. Where have they ever been in captivity? Come on, I'll wait. Okay.
You know what's one of the biggest points you can make? The biggest arguments
I'm
is when the Israelites go back into their homeland, there shall be no more war on earth.
I take that to you.
That's probably the biggest. That's like a mic drop.
Yeah,
Like the moment y'all got into the land in mass scales, war increased in the earth. So you guys are literally counter prophecy. Therefore, you don't fit the people.
They are anti-Christ. Everything about it. Who pushes the alphabet community more than anything other than black women? The Zionists. Transhumanism. The Zionists. They own everything. The Zionists. Bro, you're not impoverished. You own everything. You are literally creating the laws, and you're doing everything against the natural order of the Most High. I've never seen one. They get off of our taxpayer money. They live for free in Israel. Never seen one. As soon as you put Jew on your fucking application, you getting hired. The scripture says you're gonna be the first fired, last hired. It says you're gonna have holes in your purse, meaning you ain't gonna be able to hold on to no money. These curses are in what? The Old Testament, in the Torah, and it gives a distinction and characteristics of what's going to be happening to the true Jews and the children of Israel that are scattered amongst the four winds.
You know what?
Bro, it makes no sense.
You know what, brother?
These people are just.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna put this standpoint too on genetics. Matter of fact, since he was so-called agreeing that over 4,000 years that it might have changed.
You bred us out.
Actually, think about it. If there was any type of Jake man that started it, even 4,000 years later, it still would show itself, because out of the Edomite so-called community, it's weird how these specific families are just elite. And they probably look real light, but then you'll start seeing the eliteness of it. And probably be hated too.
Bro, exactly. Because the Lord's people are supposed to be, they were supposed to be brought down
bro.
low until He allowed them to come back up. That is the most major prophecy for who are the Hebrew Israelites. You're going to be sent into slavery on ships. The Zionists funded the transatlantic slave trade. And mind you, it wasn't just a slave trade, it was a war going on. Our people were warring. But it was, though the remnants after 70 AD, the Roman persecution as they fled into Africa, the prophecy was to flee into the mountains. Where's the mountains from Jerusalem? It's into deep Africa. Where the fuck do you see any, besides South Africa and apartheid, where do you see any so-called white men in Africa? They would stick out like a sore thumb. You're not going to run to Europe. You're running away from the Romans, and you're running deeper into Africa to do what? To hide, because everyone had dark skin. This is common sense.
Right.
Israel is in Northeast Africa. There's no such thing as a Middle East. This is how they create narratives to hide the truth. That's all, man. No, we about to close up anyway. Go look at the whoop. Go get that synagogue thing. Yo,
that's the spirit right there. I was literally like, that's the whoop.
hit it for me.
This is Revelations 2, starting at 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews
And are not.
but are the synagogue of Satan.
Mind you, this is a book that he doesn't believe in. We know why. We know why they don't believe in Apocrypha, because it talks about the Greek empires, the Hellenization period, which was one of the most wicked times in history, because it was the time when the Hebrew Israelites were no longer allowed to have their identity. They had to conform to their slave owners at the time. Then you have the book of the New Testament, which goes into more of later prophecy, 2 Corinthians 12, and more of the prophecies of the end, of people waking up, finding who we are, getting back a pure language, understanding. And this one, it says that the Lord will breathe life back into their dry bones. What does that mean? It's going into those who are lost, who don't know who they are are going to start to find themselves. When did they ever have to find themselves? Other than when they fucking picked up something that was dropped on the ground. Exactly. So with that, Lord willing, this was edified. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shabbat, the honor to the elders and apostles, and shalom to the elect.